And a very good evening to all my viewers out there. It is right now Tuesday, January 28th, 2020. It's about 9:54 p.m. And I was just doing a walking video from Bonaventure Metro, walking underground through the Bell Center corridor and out here through this exit. And I figured, why not do a little walking video around this area? And this is, of course, around Lucien Lallier Metro station and the Lucien Lallier train station as well, and that being a commuter train station. And we're also close to Windsor station, which I did a video of a couple of months ago, but it didn't turn out that good because the software I was using to put the videos together that night of Windsor station wasn't that great. So I'm going to do a review of that, a refilm, probably within the next couple of weeks, because I do like to have good quality videos as best I can. And yeah, so anyways, decent night tonight. I'd say it's about -6, -7 degrees. Not too cold to film. And maybe we'll walk towards Lionel-Groulx tonight, here on Saint Antoine, heading in the west direction. Man, these condos are going up fast here near the Bell Center, I tell you. Not good for the view of the skyline, though, that's for sure. Especially if you're in the southwest and you're trying to see Mount Royal. All these high-rises going up, whether it be residential, commercial, across here. And this building looks old, but the bricks look new. They could have incorporated a newer building into an older one, which they often do. And this is interesting. It says here Saint Felix. Well, there's no street here. The street has been, the street's been replaced by buildings. So there's no street here. There's your Bell Center, by the way. Yeah, so there's no more St. Felix Street, at least this part of it. And yeah, so we'll walk towards Lionel-Groulx Metro Station, walk through Little Burgundy, see what we could see on this Tuesday evening. It's been a quiet past few days, no major action to report on. Actually, I think there's a fire going on right now in Montreal East, a 4-alarm fire, but I decided by the time I get there it'll probably be over. And yeah, so there's your Bell Center entrance. And like I said, we'll cut through Burgundy a bit here and there. Maybe we'll take this street, why not? Alright, so we'll cross here. And this is Rue de la Montagne. And again, this is Saint Antoine right here. So these buildings are older ones that are on the verge of being demolished soon. Dismantled. There's your train station up there, Lucien Lallier. So yeah, like I said, we'll go at least close to Lionel-Groulx Metro Station. And we started at Bonaventure technically, so decent little walk. Really not much to see in this area, but I added to my collection of walking videos. We'll head into Little Burgundy soon. This is Lucien Lallier Street here. coming up. And one of the things about this area, just like I said, is Little Burgundy, at least the limit of Little Burgundy, and very historical neighborhood. There's a couple of murals that I want to show you later on in the walking video. We'll walk up to Guy Street and then turn south. So like I said, there's Lucien Lallier right there. There's a new hybrid on the 36 route, which is supposed to be 100% electric buses on that route. So I don't know what's going on with that. Or maybe they plan to make it 100% electric buses. I do hear a train somewhere. Most likely a commuter train that I can't see at that train station. Heading towards St. Anne de Bellevue, perhaps. Or Saint Jerome. And we're going to be passing Georges Vanier metro station if I decide to stay on the street, which I don't think I will. Like I said, I'll walk to Guy and then turn south, which is going to be left. And from there we'll head maybe down Notre Dame, maybe Lionel-Groulx Street, to be determined. Oh. That's a fire engine somewhere, you could tell by the siren. Oh, I think it's, does it come in here? Could be heading out to that fire out east, in the East End. Oh, there it is. My timing was a bit off, but I would have gotten that if I started my video a little bit later. And I think this is a homeless shelter here. And this is Lusignan Street, I believe. Here's your traditional houses around this neighborhood, ranging from this type to commercial, duplex, triplex. And here's Guy Street, or as they say in French, Guy. And if we were to head north and turn right, we'd eventually get to Metro Guy Concordia. And this is to tell you the height of the bridge that's right there, by the way. 3.7 meters. And this bridge is very infamous for getting hit by trucks. And in fact, I did a video once where I was doing a walking video and I came across a truck that just hit that bridge. So as you can see, you got the highway there, but there's also the train tracks. So we're going to turn left here, and we're going to be heading south here on Guy, Rue Guy, which, of course, if you don't know, R-U-E, Rue means street. And in case you can't tell, we're going down a hill right now. I'll be crossing over. Not much in terms of old cars here. But as I said, around this time of year, there's not really any classic cars out that much. And I'm really looking forward to summer this year. I'm really pumped to get some more videos in, and hoping it's going to be a record year for videos now that I hit the 1,000 subscriber mark. And once again, thank you to everybody. I'm going to be bringing a lot more content, different types of content as well. Yeah, so here's this mural coming up here. This is a Hydro-Quebec substation, I believe. And you can tell by the look of this, it's been around for quite a while. Yeah, so in there, I guess it's like a big transformer room, basically. But there's a nice mural we're going to see on the side here in a minute, which I'm going to use as my thumbnail. There's the 57 bus. Yeah, so here's a nice mural that has a nice jazz theme to it. And by the way, this is St. Jacques Street that we're coming up to right now. But I'm going to take a smaller street just to show you the taste of the neighborhood. And yeah, look at this nice mural here. And I believe that's Oscar Peterson. I could be wrong. And I think he grew up here, if I'm not mistaken. Or was born or raised here or something. I like that train track element to the wheels there, the train wheels. Very nice mural. And you'll notice a lot of neighborhoods have their own mural. I know there's one in Point St. Charles. There's one here. There's your 747 airport bus, which will soon be abolished once the REM light rail is in service. Yeah, look at that nice train there. Old steam engine. So again, we're walking west here on Saint Jacques, but I'll be turning probably the next corner here. We'll go down Richmond Street. Or maybe I'll choose the next street, because I think this is just typical houses here. I think the ones on the next street are a little bit more interesting. I don't know if you can see the sky tonight, but nice view of the stars up there. Yeah, so again, we're in Little Burgundy right now, so another historical neighborhood. Alright, so we'll wait to cross here safely. Gotta be careful doing that, shouldn't do it, but I want to get across. And yeah, we'll take a side street, the next one here coming up, because like I said, I mean, these are just regular newer houses here. We'll take a little bit more interesting route to Lionel-Groulx. For those of you, and I know there's quite a few of you that have commented that you like the sound of snow being walked on, this is for you. Okay, so we are coming up to, what street is this? Is this Vinet? I don't think it's Vinet. Oh, it's Georges Vanier Street. No, that's, sorry, Des Signières. And I smell some good food right now. There's an old dépanneur. Rue des Seigneurs. So we're about 10 minutes away from Lionel-Groulx. And yeah, we'll turn down here, might as well. Let's pause the video for a moment. I got an incoming call here. Alright, sorry about that. I guess somebody called the wrong number. And yeah, so we're going to be turning in the next street here right, which will be west again, as we're walking south right now. Yeah, so here's one of the bigger apartment buildings in this neighborhood here. I think it's a senior home or something. And this street here is, well, you guessed it, Lionel-Groulx. And this will take us right to Lionel-Groulx Metro, which is exactly the street I was looking for. Alright, so we'll walk down here. Like I said, we're about 5-10 minutes away from Lionel-Groulx Metro Station. And this weekend I plan to do the Norwick walk in Ville Saint Laurent. That's of course that historical neighborhood that my viewer George has requested me to do a walk of. And hopefully everyone out there will enjoy it. Some old-fashioned houses. And this street here is Chatham or Chatham. What we'll do, we'll make it a bit more interesting. We'll go to Notre Dame Street. At least we can have some shops and stuff to look at on our walk. Because this street here is pretty much the same. It's all these types of houses. At least on Notre Dame, you'll get to see different antique shops maybe and stuff like that. And presently it is 10:24 p.m. So decent walk, this one. Oh, this is an interesting park name. The Eureka Association Park. And I like how every park name has a little story behind it. So this street here is Workman Street coming up. And we'll cut through the park here on Workman. Oh, there's a tanker truck. Yeah, so Workman Street, I think, is named after the fact that, I don't think it's these houses, it could be, but the houses that were on the street at one point were for the workers. I don't know if it was the railway workers or something to do with that. That's why they named it Workman Street. Nice ice sounds. Yeah, so you could see the last few days it's been mild and we had a lot of slush, but now it's all frozen. Alright. So you can see there's all kinds of shops here on Notre Dame. Oh, good, we're going to get to see the Robin Hood factory here, which I think, is it sugar they make here or flour? I'd have to double check. There's a lot of old shops here. Well, old in the sense that the buildings are old, but newer businesses. Ardent Mills, they're called, this place. And we'll get to see it as we walk by here. Here on Notre Dame. Yeah. And you even have a train track in the back there. No, we'll do, instead of walking to Lionel-Groulx, maybe we'll walk to Charlevoix metro station and go by the canal. It says sidewalk closed, but I don't see any construction going on here. Maybe further up. Yeah, I really don't remember what they make in here. Definitely some kind of either sugar or flour or... Ardent Mills. And it feels like it's getting a little colder out. Temperature's dropping a bit. I like that logo up there. Zoom in on that for a minute. Alright, so the reason the video was a little bit funky there is because I'm recording in 4K, and I thought that it cut off, but it was actually just filming on a new file, because I saw that I was only a few seconds into a recording and I thought I forgot to hit the record button, but it's just a new file, it was a few seconds old, so I thought I messed up the whole video. Anyways, here's Georges Vanier Street. And you know what, how about we just go to Georges Vanier Metro, because I know my battery is getting low. So we'll cross here and we'll exit at Georges Vanier Metro Station, which is kind of halfway between where we started and Lionel-Groulx. Definitely can't complain. Decent walk. Now we're walking north again. Oh. Yep, so we're gonna go up a little hill here soon. And then up there is, like I said, George Rainier Metro Station. And the temperature is getting colder too, as I mentioned, so hands are getting a bit cold. Like I said, it's hard to wear gloves while you're filming on a phone or even a camera. Well, I guess the camera is a bit easier because the buttons are actual physical buttons. It's not a touch screen. That's weird. There's a water truck that just went by that's used for watering flowers. City water truck. I don't know what it's doing in the middle of winter, but interesting. Oh, I know. It's probably for the rinks, the ice rinks. They use the same trucks for the ice rinks. And I haven't gone skating this winter yet, so that's something on the bucket list, which I'll probably do in the next couple of weeks because we're in the skating season now. All right. And, well, I apologize for being a little indecisive here, but I'm deciding I'm actually going to go to Lionel-Groulx Metro Station. Because, you know, I'm walking here and I haven't really done this walk in a while, and I keep trying to figure out what metro stations are closer. But we'll go back here to Lionel-Groulx. Covered a bit of Notre Dame Street, which was decent. But we're almost at Lionel-Groulx, so might as well finish it there, as it's just a few blocks away, technically. And we may pass a metro van coming up here as well, so. It's like an old school in there. A lot of parks around here, little parks. As you can see, a lot of ice out tonight and today. Almost fell a couple of times. Park Jasmine. And it simply says, in homage of the jazz musicians originating in Montreal. Picking up on French a little bit more. Slowly but surely. There's some apartment complexes here. And we're about 2 minutes away from Lionel-Groulx, I'd say. I actually see it in the distance coming closer. Alright, so, yeah, I mean, this isn't the most exciting walking video, but, you know, better than nothing, and gives you a nighttime perspective of Little Burgundy. There's the 71, which tells us we are close to Lionel-Groulx. You can see Atwater is in the next block. Oh, there's that ice rink truck there. We're freezing the rink, which means it's going to be fresh ice. Oh, I'm tempted to go skating now, but it's kind of late. Tomorrow night probably I'll head over there and seeing that they're doing the ice rinks. Hopefully the one in Verdun is cleared off. Far Point St. Charles, as I enjoy frequenting both neighborhoods. All right, so Lionel-Groulx Metro Station is coming up very closely, very soon. Another old school building. I think it's an adult ed center now, but definitely was an old public school at one point. Yep. Another apartment complex. Oh, I like this. Yeah, you can tell it's an old building. All right, Lionel-Groulx Metro is exactly 1 block from here, so that was a longer walk than I anticipated, but hey, I can't complain. As for me, I get some milk and some new cereal that I just got I want to try. And yeah, be heading to the store now to get some milk and then off to bed. And tomorrow's another day, of course. Wednesday, halfway through the week. Alright, so I'm going to cut the video here because Lionel-Groulx Metro Station is coming up here. I like that artwork there and the architecture. Alright, so here we are, Atwater and Lionel-Groulx, which is exactly where the metro is, right across the street. So I'll cut the video here. Hands are getting a bit sore and cold. But as always, thank you all for watching, and you guessed it, more videos to come. Have a good night all.